So I was invited as judge to the Miss Green Fashion, the crowning ceremony yesterday. But first, let's talk about my outfit. This was designed by Neptunes. Neptunes always shows up for me every time, and I got lots of compliments yesterday. It was so appropriate, it was so fine, I loved it, and it was so beautiful. And so I got to the venue of the crowning ceremony. There were people there, the contestants were ready, they were already showcasing their different outfits and their different fits, and so I was ushered to my seat, of course. And there were other judges there. There were like 3 other judges at the event that were going to be judging together, and I was so happy to meet some of them. So the pageants, the contestants were already showcasing their different styles, and they came in culture. So there were things we're supposed to look out for: poise, culture, composure, and so many other factors to check out. And so they showcased their outfits in a classy way, and then Ike made a presentation on fashion sustainability, and I learned a lot. So I was called to the stage to make a presentation that I wasn't prepared for. I mean, I was really shocked, and so I had to cook up something on the spot. And so I talked about fashion sustainability and how to be responsible, to be a responsible fashion consumer. And I talked about the whole Asoebi thing, on why we don't have to buy the Asoebi that we do not need, or even when we buy, we should sew styles that we can sew and wear to every other place, functional styles basically. And so it was time for the panel session. I was called to the podium for the panel session. We were supposed to be asked questions about what we do and how it ties to sustainable fashion. And so Doyin was called to the stage, and then we were made to dance before starting the panel session. And so after dancing, we went straight into the question. We were told to speak about what we do and what we think about green fashion. And I told them that for me as a fashion influencer, what I do to enhance green fashion is to do closet sale. So the closet sale that I do helps the fashion ecosystem. And so it was time to judge the contestants. It was tough. I mean, there were lots of deliberation here and there, and so many things, like I said earlier, was considered to make a decision. And so finally, among all the 4 judges, we made a decision and we picked our winner. And so it was time to announce the winner. The 3 contestants were there, and they kept their smile. That was the fascinating part. And so this was our second runner-up, and then it was time to announce the winner finally. And so that was our first runner-up, and of course the winner was chosen. And then it was such an emotional moment. She was crowned Miss Green Fashion 2025, and that's the first pageant that talks about fashion sustainability. So this is our first fashion sustainable queen. It was such an amazing moment. It was emotional, and then I thank God I was there, and thank you for inviting me as judge.